Hello, and a very warm welcome to this Oneness session. My name is Els, and to give you a little bit of a background of this project, which we started in May 2020. Every fortnight now, we invite an experienced meditator and to share their thoughts about a particular topic, but also to guide us into a short meditation. And this inspiration came way back in 2020 when we discussed this. And as several of us working for Onepoint Consulting or meditating on a regular basis, we felt it might be a good idea to have this also shared with a wider audience. The meditation we practice is called Raja Yoga. It's the yoga of the mind. So far, we have had more than 90 guest speakers from all over the world. All the sessions are recorded and they are available on YouTube. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome Stephane Rubin, who joins us from France. Stephane is currently the owner and partner of the Namaskar Coaching and Learning Center in Grenoble. He graduated with an MBA from the Grenoble School of Management and has more than 20 years of experience in international business, mainly in management roles. Stephane runs the meditation center in Grenoble, but he's also a member of the national board overseeing all the activities of the meditation centers in France. Stephane has been meditating for many, many years himself, and so I'm very pleased that he's with us today. The topic for the session is resilience, global resilience, holistic resilience. So very, very warm welcome to you, Stephane.
Thank you very much, Els. Thank you very much, and good morning to all. Yes, good morning from Grenoble. So in France, it's a city surrounded by mountains. Perhaps you can see some of them behind. So yes, I've chosen this topic because definitely it is a really, really hot topic nowadays. Why? Because many of us human beings, we feel and we see that the crisis, the global crisis, it's like they are piling up and they exert a lot of pressures on us. And there is a staggering figure, that the World Health Organization says that nowadays there are more than 300 millions humans suffering from depression. And we know that there are a lot of increase, a very, very steep increase in all kinds of mental diseases. And so I have coined this short address, the short lecture, Global Resilience, because it seems to me very, very important, very crucial to consider resilience from various angles. I have prepared a few slides for that. And so first of all, let us define what we can call human resilience. So I hope you will see that. Okay. So, yes, if we boost our global resilience, it is likely that we can remain more peaceful and happy and then share this peace and this happiness. So what is human resilience? There are several, of course, angles, several ways to consider it, but I would like to share this very easy definition, which is here. And I would like also to, share that the US military, of course, they are very concerned about the resilience of their soldiers. The US military sees resilience according to 3 steps. Step 1 is the ability for a person to prepare to face difficult situations. Step 2 is the ability of the person to really go through those situations. And very interesting is the 3rd step, resilience. A person will be resilient if he or she has the ability to recover also really quickly. And so I think this is very interesting to bear that in mind, because nowadays, again, with the piling up of all those crises, so to which extent are we able to recover quickly and deeply? So connected to that, there is a very interesting metaphor or image connected to resilience. It's the metaphor of the battery. Okay, and this comes again from long-standing cooperation between the US Army and an organization in the States, which is called the HeartMath Institute. They are the one who have made very popular the practice of heart coherence. So, of course, I won't go into the details, but what is interesting is that, yes, we have a kind of battery within us, and this battery has several components: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. And in fact, to really boost your global resilience, or to have a kind of holistic resilience, you have to be aware of those 4 dimensions, and you have to be able to activate those 4 dimensions. And they are intertwined, they are interconnected. And I may be really good, for instance, physically speaking, because I can, I take care of my body regularly. I know that I pay attention to my diet and so forth, and I breathe and so forth. But if in the emotional sphere, I'm quite weak, then of course my global level of energy, my global level of resilience will not be that good. So this being said, I would like to offer you a model whereby you can consider that there are 3 types of resilience. So the type 1 resilience is the resilience that is really connected to our daily activities, our daily routines, our daily human life. So basically, every day, of course, all of us, we activate the physical dimension. We have to act. We feel emotions. We feel, of course, we have feelings. And of course, we produce so many thoughts. Some experts, they say, I know the experts, they don't agree with each other, but some say that we produce between 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. And this is very much the heart, perhaps, of the issue. What is the quality of the thoughts that we produce? Because these thoughts, they do have an impact. So I cannot go too much into the details today because it's a short talk, but type 1 resilience, so it's the kind of bundle, of these physical, emotional, and mental dimension. And how good am I in those 3 dimensions? Then there is a type 2 resilience, which is very much talked about, especially nowadays, because again, there is the echo of war, unfortunately, in Ukraine, and many people who go through those, such dire circumstances, so difficult circumstances, violence, suffering, and so forth, they survive, and sometimes they can thrive again, they can become stronger if they activate the spiritual side, the type 2 resilience, what I've called type 2 resilience. And this resilience, if you can manage to give some meaning to the challenge of life, to the loss of perhaps loved ones, to the difficulties that you have to face, then it can improve your resilience. I mean, there are many, many interesting, so many powerful and fascinating stories about that human resilience connected to the meaning that one can give to the challenges that one has to face. But of course, we are on a meditation channel, so perhaps you expect that the type 3 resilience will be connected to the self, will be connected to meditation. And indeed, another image, another metaphor that I would like to offer you, to understand that, And certainly you know about that, but it's always nice, to refresh our recollection about that, to remember. It's the image of the hurricane. So we all know, unfortunately, again, there are more and more hurricanes nowadays because of the global warming. And in hurricanes, winds, they can go up to 300 kilometers, and of course, if I am there, I will be caught, I will suffer, I will be compelled to react. But as we also know, if we go into the eye of the storm, we can remain peaceful and we can respond. So the eye of the storm is really within the self. The eye of the storm is really inside. It's not that, if I am caught into the circumstances, I have to find a shelter. No, the shelter is within. And this is the art of meditation. And just to conclude and to finish with, I would like to say that, so in meditation, of course, there is this practice, and we are going to, of course, practice in 1 minute. There is this practice of going within and to reconnect with this eye of the storm where there is peace already, there is serenity. There are so many beautiful treasures and resources. But meditation also is the art of detachment, because at the core, at the root of all human sufferings, at least mental suffering, is attachment, is identification. When I identify myself to my role, whatever it is, to my responsibilities, to my relationships, then when life hits hard, when, for instance, I lose a friend, I lose a relative, not maybe because they don't die, but because they reject me or they go away, I lose my job, then I will suffer. But I will suffer all the more that I am identified with that. So of course, there would be many fascinating stories and details to give about that. But just I would like to remind us that, yes, let me learn to detach myself. Let me learn to not identify myself to my roles and responsibilities. I am not my roles. I'm not my responsibilities. I'm not my actions. And I'm not even my thoughts. So let us practice that. I will guide you through a short meditation, and we will go towards the eye of the storm. There will be, kind of similar points of light or point of energy appearing on the screen, and perhaps also some nice music. Music is not, of course, compulsory, but it can help us. And the point of light is really here just to help me to focus. So, sitting quietly or being quietly, like the turtle, I go within. I don't pay attention anymore to what is around me. I am more and more in the now. To help me and to help going within in the now, I can pay attention to my breathing. And for instance, just focus at the basis of the nose, the nostrils, and try to focus on the difference of temperature between the air that goes within and the air that goes outside of the nostril. Let me focus for a few moments. I will notice a difference of temperature. Now let me scan my whole body, and if there is any tension that is useless, let me let go of that tension. Let me relax. Now I go even more within. I let go of the attention on the body, and I observe my thoughts. I observe my feelings with no judgment. Now I remember that I am the one who creates my thoughts. I am the one who creates my feelings. I am the one who creates my inner universe. Usually, even if it's still the case, I forget about that. And my thoughts, my emotions take over, they take control. But when I meditate, I remember that I am the one who creates thoughts, emotions, feelings. Let me talk gently to my mind then. Let me tell my mind, oh, my mind, please slow down. Oh, my mind, please calm down. If any of the thought that is not related to what I'm doing right now goes through the mind, so I just let it go. You know, thoughts are like clouds passing by in the sky. I will not tell the clouds to stay. The clouds come and go. So the useless thoughts, they will come and go. And I focus again, for instance, on the point of light. If I'm closing my eyes, I can focus on an inner point of light that could be on the screen of my mind. And my mind is cooperating. There is more and more silence. There is more and more quietness, comfort. And perhaps I realize that the closer I get towards the eye of the storm, my own inner eye of the storm, the closest I feel peace. And I realize that peace is always within. Peace is a treasure that constantly is just at the distance of one thought. Peace lies within. It's there already. And when I slow down, when I go within, well, I can reach that and feel this energy. And peace is not a dull energy. It's very vibrant. It's rejuvenating. It's healing. So now peace is flowing in every cell of my body, flowing, of course, in my mind. And who knows, perhaps also flowing outside. And so I can help the world when I meditate. So let me radiate like a star, like a point of light. If any other thought comes that is not related to what I'm doing right now, just let the thought go by, fly by. Now is the time to remember that I am not a human doing, I am a human being. First and foremost, I am a being. When I'm in the inner eye of the storm, then I can be. In the eye of the storm, there is no role to play. There is no responsibility. There is no action to do. Just I am. And I am peace, tranquility, and this peace, this tranquility, most likely also all the good feelings that are within, I can send them outwards to the world, to my brothers and sisters from the big human family who are suffering. I can send them to nature that is also suffering, to the animals that are also suffering. Nothing to do, just beaming positive feelings, thoughts, peace, care, compassion, benevolence. This is my true nature. Of course, breathing very gently, smoothly. Enjoying the silence within. In the now, at the core of my being, there is a really deep silence. This silence has so much healing power as well. actually this silence really activates my inner resilience. And now, gradually, slowly, little by little, still staying connected to my inner eye of the storm, I go back to a more acute awareness of the world outside. If my eyes were closed, then I can gently, gradually open them, and I can reconnect with the world outside. But of course, I'm different from what I was before the meditation, because I've reconnected with my deepest inner resources. And so, just to conclude with, and perhaps before a few questions, I'd like to say that meditation definitely is not cutting oneself from the world outside, but meditation is going within, in the eye of the storm, and recharging, and then I can act fully and I can fulfill my responsibilities, play my roles, have all those relationships, act, speak, and so forth. But of course, I'll do it from a different place, from a place of resilience. So thank you very much for having shared this moment with me. I think I hand over to Els now.
Thank you, Stephane, for exploring this topic, resilience. You defined it very beautifully as having that power to bounce back after adverse situations, but then also to see that crisis as an opportunity for growth. So very beautiful how you explored that topic, but also the guided meditation was very powerful. So
Thank you so much for having invited me.
Yeah,
and
you're welcome. So to everyone, thank you for joining us today. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Also, a big thank you to the technical team, always there to support us. And then to announce the session for next time, we will have on the 20th of May, again a Friday, 9 a.m. UK time, we will have Denise Lawrence with us. And the topic that she has chosen is faith and courage. So I hope to see you all there again, and all the best, and have a nice day.